Hello friends and fellow gamers, MKxJUMP here, and today we're hopping into this week's event for Idle Heroes, which looks pretty good. It's profit orbs and rewards people who want to spend, but also of course because it's Fantasy Factory, is just a good event for free-to-play players as well. So let's go ahead and see what we've got in store. But before we do, let me tell you about Patreon. I have a new person who's decided to back me this time around, and that's Salmon A, so big thank you to you. And if you want to be like him and go ahead and get yourself some rewards, such as access to account reviews on our Discord and Twitch on Tuesdays, go ahead and check that link up there. Patreon is a way that you can support the channel financially and just help me out whilst also getting yourself a little bit of one-to-one with me. So, of course, if that's something you're interested in, give that a click and hopefully you sign up. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out this week's event for Idle Heroes because, yeah, it's a pretty good one. Let's go. So, every day for longing in, we're going to get ourselves 5 lollipops, which is super standard for Fantasy Factory. You can use these to go ahead and complete the event and get yourself some rewards. So make sure you log in every day and do that. And also you get yourself a profit orb, which I think for most free-to-play players you're going to save. Or of course, if you are a spender, you might want to use them this week. A little more on that later on. Mysterious Invitation is back, so that means Starland Arena is on its way, so go ahead and sign up, get yourself in there, get your heroes down. I need to do that at some point. Not going to do it now, not going to waste your time, but yep, go ahead and sign up your team. Don't forget, though, you do need to use Awakened Heroes for that to work, so if you don't already have loads of Awakened Heroes, might be a little tricky for you. Either way, let's go and see what else we've got. So, Idler's Sweet House is here. This is your opportunity to go ahead and cash in the chocolate bread you managed to get last week and make sure you get yourself some rewards for doing so. Most people, if you're a free-to-play player, will be using the universal crystals to bump up to get their star spawn cores, or perhaps you're just going to not use any universal crystals and just grab a chest and then top up on heroic summon scrolls and then get some gold or spirit. If you're a whale, you might want to go and top up and get yourself some mysterious artifacts. Really depending on how you did. I'm pretty much in the mindset of always grabbing Starspawn Core 6s at the moment. They are, for me, probably the most valuable thing to grab. Or, of course, flags, because I really need flags. I want to get a good collection so that when I have 2 big heroes in houses, I can flag up all of their tenants. So that's going to take me some time to do. Let's go to the value packages now. We have, of course, gems, profit orbs, and lollipops. Super standard stuff that scales with how much you're willing to spend, and of course, starry gems can be used here as well. Little bit of a shame that, unfortunately, these starry gem prism ones, hopefully they can be used to purchase this, but I don't think they can, which is a little bit annoying. They are advertised at the top here, so maybe they can be. If that works, if you can absolutely use these new gems to go and purchase these packs, brilliant. So good job, DH Games, if that's the case. If you can't, big sad, that sucks. So if anyone does want to go ahead and experiment with this and try, let me know in the comment section if this works, because this is our, I wouldn't say first opportunity to try this. You could have tried it last week, but I think most people that wanted to spend would have already done so. But if anyone has the opportunity to experiment, that would be cool. If that's not the case, that sucks. And yeah, sad, because it means that people who do want to go ahead and max an event like this that randomly just decide, I'm going to start spending now. Unfortunately, the exchange store, as you have seen, hopefully, limits the amount of starry gems you can now get daily on your account, and you have to buy the crappy version of them and exchange them progressively. And that's just to stop people either laundering money or scamming or other questionable and illegal activity through Idle Heroes. So it's a good job that DH Games added it, but ultimately it's a bit of a pain. So hopefully they've gone ahead and allowed us to use these new gems to go ahead and buy things. So yeah, as I said, if anyone knows, let me know in the comments. Either way, Fantasy Factory is here, of course, which is a way that you can go ahead and throw down shapes to get some decent high rolls. And on the topic of high rolls, this first shape is absolutely brilliant. I love that. So yeah, that's just going to slot right in there like that. And as you do that, you go ahead and get yourself some honey stars, which is nice. And then you can go ahead and clear through and hopefully get some decent rewards. And it's a pretty good week for spenders because we also have a nice, pretty juicy Moonlight gift. Like last time, I really like this. Basically spend $100 in any way you want, and you'll go ahead and get yourself some juicy rewards. Profit orbs, extra sweet lollipops here. You can go ahead and get yourself contract storage gems, luxury skin chest, go down, that's 6-star armor. That's an orange exclusive artifact, which is brilliant because you can go ahead and destroy this and get almost workshop essence. Really lovely thing to grab. If you go up, you get more gems, you get some profit orbs, you get an imminent hero selection chest. I like that. go even further, you're going to get 5,000 gems and 20 cores of transcendence. Really helpful for me because I really want to get more cores so I can faster get a new transcendence. And then, of course, if you go to 5,000, you can get yourself the big stuff, which is glorious relics, even more sweet lollipops, 500,000 stellar shards, the most important resource in the game. And you also get the lollipop privilege smash, along with double Honey Star rewards, so that's nice. You get twice as many Honey Stars from Fantasy Factory, and on top of that as well, you get the Snow Moon privilege ×3. Now, what's that? What be this Snow Moon privilege? Well, it's a way that you can accumulate points to get fancy chests, and in those chests, you get rewards. So to get a point, you can use a Prophet Orb, or you use 3 Honey Stars. Of course, though, if you triple your rewards, you get 3 times as many points for a Prophet Orb, and you get 3 times as many points for 3 Honey Stars. So, of course, it depends how many orbs you have and how many Honey Stars you have as to how many points you grab. But for every 200 points, you will get yourself this chest, which will give you Transcendence copies, it'll give you cores, it'll give you Spiritual Essence, Stellar Shards, and Master's Toolboxes. That is absolutely goated. If you get to 1,000, though, you can choose what you want. Do you want Mysterious Artifacts? Do you want to get a flag? Do you want to go and get yourself some Essence Sublimation, which in my opinion is the absolute best choice here? And then if you really wanted, you can get yourself some Spiritual Essence, which I don't think is as worth it, as Spiritual Essence has just been given to us loads from the Glory Challenge, so I think that's value has gone down, and now it's pretty much sublimation or bust in my opinion, so pretty good. Either way, can free-to-play players do this? I mean, you shouldn't, because from your Honey Stars, you're probably going to do 450, which will be 150 points, and then that means to get this 1,000 chest, you then need to do 850 Prophet Orbs, which if you look, it's capped at 640, so there's no way as a free-to-play player you can do this. Now, your instinct right now might be, another event for whales, but that's actually a good thing. Remember that free-to-play players, you cannot accumulate resources as fast as spenders can, so it makes more sense that we have more spender events than free-to-play events. This just means save your stuff and wait. The big event for you that's going to be Prophet Orbs is going to be in February. It's going to be Valentine's Day. So go ahead and save your Prophet Orbs until then, and you're probably going to need hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So either, if you're a brand new player, just find a Prophet Orb event you like with heroes you enjoy. This is kind of a good one, actually. This is giving Holmes Young and Jara as rewards, so that's pretty good. Holmes Young's a solid hero. Jara is a tenant for Eloise and also a Transcendence hero as well, so this is nice. And you just want to go ahead and do 80, right? Just do 80 Prophet Orbs for the first ever Prophet Orb event as a budget player. You'll get some soul symbols, and you can use these to undo your Garuda, because if you build Garuda as a first E5, you can switch her out and swap her, and then use that to build your Eloise, your Ithaca, your Tix, your Carry, use that food, because the Garuda isn't going to be as valuable in the long term as those heroes will be. So if you did build Garuda as a first E5, go ahead and do 1 loop on a Prophet Orbs just to go and get some soul symbols. And then after that, just hoard Prophet Orbs, wait till February, Valentine's Day will come, and you'll get yourself a ton of nice rewards. And of course, there'll be other big Prophet Orb events that come. Heck, we might even get one in January. Who knows? Just be aware that that's pretty much the pro strat for free-to-play players. So don't be upset that this exists. This is just to get whales happy, you know, give us the things we need, like Stellar Shards and cores, so we can get even more Stellar Shards. We just need ways to get Stellar Shards. Whales are really starved of Stellar Shards at the moment because of the Glory Challenge event. So us big spender boys like this. Hopefully you guys can just save, and that's going to be okay for everybody. And yeah, nice juicy chest with more sublimation. Thumbs up from me. I like it. I like it a lot. My general advice for spenders, though, is either squeeze out as many Prophet Orbs here as you can and just go crazy, or just do Honey Stars first and then do Prophet Orbs last. For me, as a player, I'm going to do all of this on Thursday just so I can kind of min-max how my rewards work out. But I will, of course, be doing the front-loaded stuff that I can tomorrow on stream, which is going to be the Soul Awakening Gala and, of course, spending. So, yeah, the Soul Awakening Gala is absolutely great. You can go ahead and do Awakens, get points, and you work your way up. You're going to get chests, and more importantly, flags or mysterious artifacts. Again, in my opinion, I need flags. And then finally, sublimation. I love sublimation. So more of this will be great. That'll be improving the skills on my heroes. And yeah, another thumbs up from me. Love these things. So absolutely great to do that. And who knows? I might high roll on Awakenings. I might get my first ever A tier. Statistically, it's very unlikely, but who knows? I might get lucky. I'm excited to find out. On top of that, we have the Soul Contract. Pretty much a must-do thing for most players. Go ahead and put in a 6-star Dark and a 6-star Light. If you're super-duper early, maybe throwing away Dark heroes ain't so good. But if you're a bit more established and you've got Light and Dark food spare, it might be a little bit harder to do with the Dark faction, but if you can go ahead and do this, it's 150 contract story gems. These are brilliant. If you can just stack them up when you finally do have, I guess, maybe like 2,000, maybe less. When a Soul Awakening Gala event does come around, you can then do your Awakens, and that's really, really helpful. We've even seen events where actually using contract story gems is super beneficial. I mean, there was an event a while back where I said free-to-play players could get the top rewards if they used contract story gems. So having contract story gems around is really valuable if you are a free-to-play player. And it's either going to be used in Awakening Galas to get yourself some sublimation, or it's going to be used to go ahead and just give yourself really solid rewards from events where a little bit of spending goes a long way. On top of that, we've got Heroic Miracle. This is giving Aspens the typical stuff. Do 3 5-stars in the Light faction and the Dark, and then you need to do 5 in Forest, Abyss, Fortress, and Shadow, and you'll get more lollipops to help you in the Fantasy Factory. You'll get scrolls, you'll get Prophet Orbs, and you'll get armor, which you can, of course, destroy to help you in the Hero Resonance. And yeah, that overall is the whole event. It's a solid one. So we've got these lovely little chests giving great rewards for spenders, of course, for spenders as well. It's pretty much compulsory to go ahead and spend $100 if you're a big spender. I mean, this is just beautiful. I'm going to be using this to get starry gems. On top of that, don't forget to do your Idler's Sweet House. You got your packages. Fantasy Factory is here. Prophet Orbs is giving some pretty decent heroes, but you probably shouldn't do it, especially if you're a free-to-play player. But spenders, you will want to do it because of the treasure boxes. And then, of course, do Heroic Miracle, do the Soul Awakening Gala if you've got the gems to do so and if you want to do that. And overall, a fun little event for pretty much everyone to find something to enjoy. So yeah, I like this. Fantasy Factory is a good one because the rewards you get from here are just friendly for everybody. And a lot of free-to-play players are like, oh, we don't get much. But dude, Fantasy Factory is just a free event. You get given the lollipops for free for logging in. And if you need more, you can buy with gems. What are you complaining about? You should be able to get some decent rewards here. And maybe if you're lucky, even get a 9-star light puppet whilst you're at it. So folks, good job for everybody here. Nice event, DH Games. Next week, we have Sky Labyrinth. And this is the last event we will have before Christmas. So get your festive cheers on because you're going to need them for the week after this one. And this is giving ticks in the Wishing Fountain. Wow, that's actually a really good hero. And who knows, they might give added bonuses to this. We've got to wait and see. DH Games have been a little more elusive with the added things on events. You see these 3 things, you're like, that's all we're getting. But no, even this week, I mean, look, they've just added in all this extra stuff that wasn't here in the advertisement. So who knows? There may be other stuff thrown in as well. Let me know what you think about this event in the comment section. I'll see you next time, folks. And of course, to catch more event reviews like this, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Until then, though, happy idling.